The Great Escape by James M. Morris. In the interest of full disclosure, this is not a story about a bold prison break or an escape from a heinous concentration camp. It may not be quite that exciting or historic, but my daughter heard the story and requested it. So, with the help of my mother and what I remember, I shall try to enlighten you as to the lurid details of this fascinating story of a daring, bold, and dangerous escape of a brother and his little sister in Afton, Texas, some 70 years ago. Our family owned and operated a farm and ranch in the rolling plains of West Texas, about 65 miles east of Lubbock, in the Afton community. Afton consisted of a school, Patton Springs Independent School District, housing grades 1 through 12 in one building, where our mother taught, a cotton gin, grocery store, blacksmith shop, post office, 4 churches, and a fuel supply business. I was 5, and my little sister, called Mern, was 3. We also had an older brother, Don, but he wasn't involved in the Great Escape. Our daddy took care of the farm and ranch. Mother taught school at Patton Springs. Don went to school with Mother. Mern and I had to stay with an older neighbor named Ma and Pa Burt. They lived on a farm adjacent to our place, which was several miles out in the country from Afton. We liked staying with Ma and Pa. They had farm animals, a barn, toys, and Ma made ketchup sandwiches for them. Pa smoked a pipe on the porch in his rocking chair, and I liked to smell the smoke. For reasons unknown to Mern and me, Mother took us to a babysitter in downtown Afton, amongst maybe 7 or 8 other houses, and left us with a new lady. She did not have any farm animals, a barn, toys, and she did not make ketchup sandwiches for us. No one sat on the front porch and smoked a pipe, and they didn't even live in the country. We decided when we first arrived that we did not like it. And we told Mother, and told her emphatically that we did not want to stay there. But she ignored us, and kissed us, and said it would be okay, and hurried off. We were not happy, and we cried, but it did not do any good, and this lady did not care, and she did not act like Ma Burt, and there was no Pa Burt, and Mern and I decided we did not like it. We waited to see if Mother might come back to get us pretty soon. That did not happen, and we asked this lady when Mother would be back to get us, and she said she did not know. That made Mern cry, and it made me mad. We went into the bedroom, and I told Mern, I said, I thought we should run away. And Mern said she wanted to go find Mom, and that is what we decided to do. Well, that mean lady put us down for a nap. And when I heard the door close and saw her leave the house, I woke Mern up, and we opened the front door, and I told Mern to hold my finger real tight, and she did, and we started walking on the side of the pavement towards the school. It was a very long way, and we walked for a long time. We finally came to a gravel road that led us to the schoolhouse. The schoolhouse had 2 very big doors, and I tried but could not open them. I tried pulling even harder, but still could not get the doors to open. So we sat down on the ground under a cedar tree near the door and waited. After a while, a man came up and opened the door. When he did, I jumped up and grabbed it before it closed and let Mern go in, and then I went inside the building, and the big doors closed. The floor in the building was gray, and we could hear people talking. It was scary. We did not know how to find Mother, so we walked down the hallway until it split into 2 hallways, one to the right and one to the left. And both were gray and both were empty, but we could still hear people talking. About that time, a nice lady came out of a room behind us that we hadn't noticed the door going into. She was pretty and smiled, and she knelt down and asked who we were, what we were doing. And I said, well, my name is James, and this is my little sister Mern, and we ran away from that lady down there. We wanted to stay with Ma and Pa Burt. I had pointed when I said down there, and she asked, where's down there? Where did you run from? I explained. "Down that paved road towards the gin before you get to the gin in that town down there." With a surprised look on her face, she said, "You mean you and your little sister walked all the way from downtown Afton to this schoolhouse by yourselves? Weren't you scared?" I said, "Nah, not too much. But it was a real long walk, and Mern got pretty tired. But she did good for such a little kid. She really did not want to stay with that lady, and neither did I. So we just escaped." And then she asked, "Well, why did you come here?" I replied, "'Cause this is where our mother works, and now she will take us back to Ma and Pa's." Having figured it out, she said, "And your mother might be Mrs. Morris." I replied with a worried look on my face, "No, that's her for sure. She told us to wait right there," and was gone for a little bit. And then I heard a voice boom over the whole building, "For Miss Morris to come to the superintendent's office." That turned out to be a very bad thing, because the next thing I knew, Mother was coming down the hallway, and she was madder than an old wet hen. We ran to meet her, and as soon as we reached her, she had someone take care of Maren. The bell rang about that time, and the hall filled with students. But Mother grabbed me with one arm as she spanked me with the other arm, while scolding me as she ushered me down the hallway. Maren remembers the students watching and laughing as I was punished all the way down the hallway for the great escape. Looking back, I guess that set the tone for things to come in my life. I do not recall ever being babysat by that lady after that incident, though. And we did stay with Ma and Pa and had many wonderful memories. Thank you.